Hi everybody, hope you're well. We're back with the Altar Ice Horse story, so we're on chapter 5. My mother's thanks the neighbours who came to help extinguish the outbreak of the fire, accompanies them to the yard's exit, and then walks furiously towards me. I mumble, "Sorry, Mum, I promise I won't. I will work hard to buy some fabric for a new deal," and ouch! She clips me round the ear and drags me out of the yard. She forces me to sit down on a mat and then throws a blanket over my shoulders. I am tasked with peeling vegetables with my grandmother, just like when I was little. Feeding the ale, the members of our clan, composed of a number of families in the earth, is by far the most heroic mission I can accomplish in the short term. My mother tells me in a tone that makes it clear that there is to be no discussion. While she goes to clean up the mess in the yard, I try to strip the leaves from a cabbage. Well done, you Indiana Jones wannabe. In the distance, I notice my brother Gambit on his horse, accompanied by the older children of the ale, rounding up the sheep to guide them to their pen for the night. He has dedicated his life to the horses and the herds of the cattle. Even if sometimes he envies my life in the city with all the distractions of the bar and nightclubs, he would never question his choice to follow in our father's footsteps. As for me, even though I don't go to these distractions, and even though riding like the wind in the steppe is my favourite thing in the world, I cannot see myself entering the tough breeder business, and I must admit, I'm a bit relieved that my brother is going to inherit all this. What's this? The alley dog's noses pointing southwest have started yelping to get our attention. Is there some new threat approaching us? I can hear neighing sounds in the distance. A cavalcade riders are approaching our camp. My grandmother stands up and shuffles into our yurt. She is going to prepare a traditional gesture of hospitality. The Rag ceremony, in which a bowl of fermented milk is shared with visitors, but these are not just any visitors. Impatiently, my mother runs to the few horses tied to the Uya, a rope suspended between two poles. She unties the knot, holding the halter of Tarjin Goan, her old red mare, and without stopping to saddle her, she grabs her thick mane and climbs onto her back. Too happy to ride, Trangonia, the fat girl, races off at a gallop towards the troop of horsemen. My father and the men of the ally have returned. The horses draw alongside one another, and my father embraces my mother, then lifts her, light as a feather, and places her on a saddle in front of him. I can hear her laughter from here. One day will I too carry off the woman I love on Altar's back. Before going to their families, each rider first takes care of their horse. The riders unsaddle their horses, check their shoes, rub them down, and pat them before removing their bridles and leaving them to drink from the river. Only then does each man go to his family, embracing them in order of age. My three little sisters make my father laugh with joy, but once he puts the girls back down, his face darkens. He stares at me, his eyes harsh and inscrutable. I swallow. I cannot say anything until he speaks first, but he does not utter a sound. When he turns his back to us and enters the yard, I feel a lump in my throat and my eyes begin to sting slightly. Galmet gives me a friendly pat on the shoulder before going in to check the sheep pens. Despising my sentimentality, I look into the distance at the setting sun. Men do not cry. During the night, I hear my father sigh and whisper to my mother, "Will he ever become a responsible man someday?" So that is the end of chapter 5, and some of the names in this are so hard to say. I don't even know. I'm not even saying them right, I'm pretty sure, but anyway. Guys, I hope you love it, and bye.